have to be quiet when the show is going.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna.
I'm not moving. They can sit somewhere fucking.
Well, yeah, you're not.
Yeah, there's not really any chairs right now either. So
all right, guys, we're going.
we're
We're
gonna
gonna.
sit on the floor and stuff.
This is the M-Balm effect. M-Balm. Uber Mike. Zookeeper. Ghost. Omen. Streaming live from YouTube, Facebook, and the embalmeffect.com. The M-Balm effect starts now.
Hello, what's going on? It's Saturday, October 5th, 2019. Good afternoon. It's the M-Balm effect. I'm M-Balm. Zookeeper here. Mike's over here. Ghost, he's in the house. And we're all talking to you. You can talk to us also. Give us a text, give us a call, 855-M-Balm-19. That's 855-622-5619. So, everybody, what's going on? What's happening this week? Everything going great?
For the most part.
For the most part. Glad it's Saturday.
Yeah, me too.
Nice weekend.
Yeah, it's nice, a little chilly out there, but that's just expected from fall. So it's October. What are you gonna do, you know? Let's see. No emails today. I didn't see any emails. So in that event, we're going to tell you to give us some emails. The mbalmeffect@gmail.com. Yeah, we need them. Like Joyce needs her legs.
She didn't.
Yeah. Well, at the end, I guess she didn't. But that's okay. She'll have to just deal with that. So yeah, Zookeeper just came back from Monte Alban.
Talk slut.
How's it going, man?
Called it.
Was it good?
It was great. You know, we had some, me and my girlfriend had some great Mexican food. I had a burrito,
Nice.
an enchilada, and a taco, and she had a chicken fajita, and it was great.
Yeah, chicken fajita, man. It's always good.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome. Yeah, no, their food's pretty good. I gotta say, man, that stuff is legit. It's pretty good stuff. But looks like we have some visitors. What's going on here?
We have some visitors.
Yeah.
Open the door.
What's happening here? All right, now let's watch. Okay, we got some viewers here about to fuck up our camera.
Some viewers.
That's not gonna happen, man. You can't.
You're gonna have.
If you're going that way, you gotta go that way. No. You're gonna mess up the
best
cord.
idea.
Are you sure?
Oh, you did it.
Okay. All right. He's playing limbo.
Okay, there we go.
We have a
Yeah,
viewer
actually, you
here.
did a really good job.
Wow, this
We have
guy
a-
here.
That is
Live
limbo
viewers
right there.
Yeah, Austin Dash in the house. He's crawling under our cords. He's doing all kinds of stuff over here. He's doing some glitches.
Doing some ninja stuff.
Yeah,
right there, man.
He's it's like American. What the hell is that? American Ninja.
But
or
going forward with things, I think we have a pretty debated topic to talk about. You know, it's not political or anything,
no,
but
thank God.
this is more of a, I
It
guess,
can
a
get
personal
political.
choice type of
It's gonna
debate.
get political so quick in here.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna go ahead if I can.
All right, let's get started with this debate
this.
now.
So
Yeah.
the debate is now. I'm a really big tech guy, so I actually
know.
really gonna like this debate.
And I'm gonna like it too because I have some
And
things to say.
This debate is actually gonna be Android versus iOS.
I know, and this has
or
been going on since
Apple
the,
products.
Yeah, it's been going on since the first
It's been going
iPhone
on since
came out.
like 07.
But now it's round two. And we're ready to talk about it. So,
Well,
No,
Let me
07
start
was
from
the first iPhone.
Oh,
yes,
07 was the
07, man,
iPhone 3.
2007.
I thought it was
3G. It was a 3 or 3G.
No way,
No,
dude.
no, it was 07.
Yeah.
Look it up. I've looked this up. It's 07.
Wow, I thought we looked it up and it was 2003.
Nah, Sidekick was out back
I
in 2003.
swear to God, we
No,
looked
it was
up.
not. I promise you. I'll show you the article after of the first iPhone.
Yeah.
I guess I
Steve
thought-
Jobs, man,
No, we
2007.
Yeah, he
Alright.
came out with this.
Maybe I'm
sci-fi-
wrong. I don't know.
I'm being serious. I promise you.
No, he
I
did.
swore
But
we looked it
I
up.
want to start from this side
That's
and
weird.
go with. So, Ghost, what kind of phone do you? Do you have an Android or an
Android.
Android.
I used to have
And
one.
you,
Let's talk. Yeah.
Zookeeper. What do you have? Well, we can't really see.
Well, it's an iPhone XR.
Talk slut.
Okay.
Talk slut.
M-Balm.
I've always used an Android.
And what do you have right
Talk
now?
slut.
Android.
Well, no, what phone?
Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus.
All right, and
Talk
I
slut.
have an iPhone. It's the iPhone 8.
That's
Yes,
right.
10 plus.
All right. So let's talk real quick because
Now,
it's very interesting here because out of all of us here, now I'm tech savvy and I'm sure you guys are a little tech savvy, but the
Yeah.
guy here that has a
Just a
profession,
teensy bit.
the profession in technology, he's an IT specialist. This guy over here has an Apple iPhone. Now I'm surprised because Apple it's very user friendly, but the big thing with Android that Apple doesn't have is
Free music.
well, well, you can do that too. we don't condone that stuff, but it does have open source. And if you're a technology guy, you know what that's about. And it's got a lot of different customization.
well,
that you-
Android, yes, open source.
Yes, it is. It's a Linux-based operating software.
Yep. Well, so is Apple.
They're both.
It is. They are both, but one's
True.
closed, one's open.
Now,
Right,
on
exactly.
the other hand, Uber Mike, in your opinion, as our official tech person on the set, is iPhones more secure than Android?
Absolutely. Now,
And tell
that
us why.
doesn't. It simply is more secure just because of the closed source capability, which means that not any developer can just go and
Right.
put something into iOS.
That's true.
Unlike Android. Now, because they are closed source too, they are less prone to virus attacks and stuff. But that does not mean that they will never get. They can get hacked.
Right.
That you can be hacked. Your information could be stolen. Anything. But it's just more secure because it's closed source. Now, Android, I feel like it's more complex. There's a lot more customization. There's
There
a lot
is.
more that you can do to make it more you, and you can do anything you want
More
basically. with it.
personalized.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
But with that comes greater risks at malware, spyware, viruses and stuff. But every phone, I guess you could say, has their pros and their cons.
Yeah. Just like with our.
I wish I like this phone, but I wish what I like about the iPhones is just the simplicity.
Okay.
It's very simple.
User-friendly,
It's
yes.
simple.
Yes, it is.
And I like that. Now that doesn't mean I used to have an Android, but these were the early
Yeah.
Androids, like
I used to have an
2012,
iPhone,
2011,
so-
2010 ones.
yeah.
What I've noticed when I had an Android going to iPhone is that my Android always glitched out. Like
Which Android
Always
did
glitched
you have?
out.
What phone?
I can't remember. It was like the LG Optimus Prime or something.
All right. I
But this
can't
is
speak for
early.
that.
This is early
Yeah.
Android. We're talking 2010, 11, 12.
Okay, that's very early.
Not
early.
like.
No,
Right.
no, nothing. This is back when like the S5,
Yeah.
S6, what's it?
S5.
The S4.
Wow.
Yeah, this is how back I'm talking.
Yeah, it's a long time
Yeah.
ago.
I had a.
I remember when you had an
Galaxy
S5 back
No,
when
I had an S4.
S4.
Yeah.
I remember
A
when
white phone back in the day.
well, actually, I need to pause a second.
I still have that.
2014 is the last time I actually had. I had a Motorola. It was
Okay.
Android based.
Motorola, yeah,
I'm
Motorola.
surprised
Now-
you remember I had my S4.
Yeah, because I had a
That's funny,
Motorola
but-
at the time, so I did have an Android for a long time. But even with my Motorola, even with doing software updates and stuff, I just noticed a lot of glitching. I always have to force close things. There's
Really?
a lot of hanging, a lot of glitching.
Was
When I
that
got-
with specific apps or was it with just
even
anything?
Facebook or just
Like, just
regular?
general.
Even the apps I use on my iPhone, the same apps on there would hang and glitch,
That's very
and freeze
odd.
and crash. iPhone, I've had a lot less of that.
Have you
Not
ever,
sure why.
Have you ever had a Samsung?
I've never had a
Yeah,
Samsung.
I've had a
just
Samsung.
I'll tell you what,
Motorola.
S4.
I've only had Motorola and LG.
My favorite phone, I'm gonna have to say, is out of all of them, Samsung.
Yeah.
I've had a Motorola, but I started out with a THC, and that was the Thunderbolt back in 2011. Now that phone was all right for the time, but the one thing that I had a
They
problem
made a
with,
phone called THC.
or HTC,
Yeah,
no,
HTC.
Oh, the
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
I was
Sorry.
about to say
a
you
lot of
had a
talk about the
THC
THC
back.
cartridges that were blowing up people's lungs. Okay. No, but the HTC Thunderbolt it was called, and that thing was all right for the time, but the
Yeah.
battery life sucked horribly on that thing. I had a
Yeah, so
huge
did
ass
mine.
battery extended on the freaking back of it.
That was the issue with the iPhone I had. The battery life.
The battery.
Was just horrendous.
So I mean, I've had that. I've had the Motorola. all that stuff.
Yeah.
Anybody out there lurking?
No,
They're
the
coming
door
in
was just
here?
cracked open.
It's just noise.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where, like, when I got the HTC out of my way, I went to Motorola. I had the Droid Razr Max or whatever for a while. The Bionic was before that. And then after the Droid Razr Max, I went to the Samsung. I forget which one it was. I think it was the Note 2. And that blew my
The
mind.
big one?
Yeah, it was really
Giant
big, man.
thing.
It
That
had
thing
the
was huge,
stylus.
I remember.
Yeah.
There's
and
a
I
kid in
loved
the
it.
high school that when he brought it the first day, I was like, dude, is that a tablet? He's like, no, that's my phone. I'm like, well, how the hell are you going to carry that around in your pocket? Like,
Yeah.
this thing was no joke, probably
Yeah.
like
I remember when those tablets
legit
came out. They were big.
the size
They were
of
big.
2 phones put
Yeah.
together.
You know what I
like, it
really
was, like,
hated
that
what-
big.
You know what they call those in tech term? They
I
call
know.
that a phablet.
I was just going to say, I
Yeah.
hate that name. I hate the word
phablets?
phablet.
No, that the
Phablet.
phablet word in a tech term, phablet comes from
terrible.
basically it's not a
Phablet.
tablet,
Terrible.
but it's not a phone. It's the in between of both. It's a fab. So that's where the term came from because it wasn't a full tablet,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
phone.
just a phone. It was both in one.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
it's
don't
not called
I've
a
even
phablet.
seen
The
on
phablet.
Facebook
The
some people
phablet.
post selfies like with
The
this
phablet.
big ass
Fapping over there.
Thing.
thing, and it's like holy
Fap.
but it's that phablet.
Fap on your tablet phone.
Well, you were saying something about iPhone and how it's more secure and whatnot, but let's go back and not forget that the fappening happened through the iCloud. That happened through
Yeah.
people that had iPhone, and that was a big thing with celebrities.
All right, so wait a minute. What are we talking about?
Jennifer
Like
Lawrence was the poster child for
the
the
Bella
fappening.
Thorne or something things where they hacked her iCloud. And
Oh
put
yeah,
the
they
nudes
had all
on there.
the celebrity nudes they were
Now,
going around.
I heard that was like a specific hacker that was targeting her like specifically multiple times. Now,
Actually, there was a few people that got arrested. I think there was like 4 people. One of them was a school teacher, and he got the worst. I think it was like 32 months or something in jail because not only was he doing this, but he was also screwing around with like students' iClouds and stuff like that. From what I've understood.
whoa, so he could have
So-
looked at their personal photos, and
Yes.
that's not good.
No, so he got the worst of it out of all of them. The initial guy didn't. I think he was based out in Chicago. I forget their names, but the initial guy who was the ringleader in this whole thing, this whole attack, was actually let off a lot less than that school teacher. So I think it was like 18 months or something like that. It was something really good, something like that. But yeah, no, iCloud man got hacked in pretty easily. Now I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Was it you that had that weird text message?
So the other day, now I got a weird text message. It was like, you've received 26 Bitcoin, and I'm like, there's no way in hell.
don't click
Nobody's
that link.
sending
Don't-
me 26
Don't
damn
click that
Bitcoins.
link.
Don't click
So
it.
what I did was I sent a picture of it to everybody in our thing. We had our tech guy look at it, and I don't know if he looked at it that day. Did you see that picture?
Saw it later, but I already knew it was a
You
spot.
know you don't
yeah,
click on
so we
that.
didn't open it, delete it, but if you're a scammer sending me these things, fuck you.
But here's the thing too.
Fuck you,
There's
you
been a
dick.
lot of data breaches out there, so your information could have been on a website you signed up for years ago, and that information's
never
out
know.
there, and then
Right.
that's how you're getting these texts. Because
Sounds
that's
like
how.
I need to change my
but
number.
but I'm saying that's how it happens. So say you change your number and sign up for a service, but then say 5 years from now they get hacked. Well, you're in the same boat again
Same
because
boat again.
your information's
Guess I
out
gotta
there.
change my number every year then.
I've been getting some
Damn.
spear phishing done on me now. My email comes up and I'm like, okay, Amazon, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I know that looks fake because they keep pounding me with emails.
Yep.
The one that really caught me off was the Apple account. Now I've never owned an iPod or anything like that in my entire life, and I thought that was like sketchy. I'm like, okay, listen, I know I don't own Apple product. I don't even have an Apple account, so why would I click on this? It's pretty obvious that I don't even have an Apple account. So why would I click on this email that says somebody was trying to hack into an account I didn't even have in the first place? Yeah, I don't know, man. This technology is moving constantly and rapidly.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I think both iPhone and Android have two separate. I don't know, what do you call it, Martin? I don't know how to explain.
They're
that.
both separate operating systems.
Well, that too, but I mean like a customer base.
Yeah.
I think one side wants simplicity, and the other side loves the open source and the customization that you can do with it. I mean, with iPhone, you can't really do too much with like the ringtones and the text
Absolutely.
sounds, notifications. And all that.
I wish
Whereas
you
Android,
could.
You could.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish you could.
I wish you could
Wow,
too,
with
because
I remember having an Android, being able to like record a ringtone from something, upload it, and just make it your ringtone. I remember
I do
setting.
remember that.
I remember that. I remember having like rap music set as people's text
You
things.
can do
and-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
there's an app on there.
individualized ringtones for each.
Right, you can
Actually,
do that.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
And there's an app.
Dash
it was
man, you
custom.
remember that?
Oh,
You
yeah, we
remember
have,
setting them up?
Oh yeah.
Oh boy. See, this is
Yeah,
nice.
all the
we
way
have a
from-
live audience
I know, he comes all the way from Scottsville to
just
come
to watch
yeah,
our
to
show.
come watch the show. He's so dedicated.
Live shout out to the audience
I
right
know.
now. But yeah, no, I think I definitely think the Android is very versatile. It's just for me, I like the simplicity of it and I like the
Yeah.
security.
No, I hear you.
Uber Mike, what do you think?
I like the
Sure.
simplicity. I like the security.
What's your opinion on this as our official tech?
But you know, there's
Certified
also
person.
another part of me that wants to get an Android as my next phone, just to kind of re-experience
Yeah.
the newer years
You
of
can
Android.
get
and
terminal
see-
on there. You can get a
No.
terminal on there. You can do all kinds
I
of
will
things on there.
say, me and Uber Mike had a conversation. We were very intrigued with the Samsung Galaxy S10.
Yeah.
Now, did anybody hear about, do they blow up?
Well,
I feel like,
his isn't blown up.
no, I know, but I feel like, wasn't there
Well-
something about them blowing up?
I mean, there was
No.
iPhones that blew up at one point.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, yeah,
every
no, but
company's
like,
had something that.
is the
it's
S10
a
still
faulty.
blowing up? Is my question.
I think
I don't
wasn't
know.
that the Galaxy Note?
That was the
Maybe it was the Note.
Note 7, I believe.
know, I'm
that's
that the
thinking
battery
S10.
packs were blowing up.
Yeah.
Is there an S11 coming out probably?
Well, that's what I've been
Well, this
looking
one
at.
just recently came out.
Yeah, no, you're gonna probably see the S11 sometime next year.
And the funny thing,
2020.
I'm just gonna say this. See how this has 3 cameras?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Shortly after this came out, the new Apple phone came out
With
it
3
also has
cameras.
3 cameras.
But it's like a
course.
pyramid looking.
Yeah, it's like,
Yes, Android has been ahead of Apple as far as hardware. You know, having that stuff, and Apple.
And a lot of people
Apple
say
brings
Apple
it.
is copying.
Now,
and I'm
what I
like,
really hate about Apple is how
Apple
they advertise
uses-
saying, "Oh my God, look at the new 3 camera!" Like,
I
bro, it's
know.
already been on a phone.
Yeah.
Well,
And facial recognition.
Already
and
been on
all
something
that.
else.
let me ask you
So-
something. Do you guys have Swipe yet? Do you guys have Swipe on your phone?
Apple has always had Swipe. I just never use it.
I don't know what you're
I've
talking
had that
about.
since when I got the 6S. They had
Yeah.
Swipe. I just
I'm
never
not a
used
fan
it.
of it.
No?
I just prefer.
I'm not a fan of Swipe.
Depends.
Oh, now
No,
I
they've had Swipe on for a long time.
So yeah, I mean, like when you're like texting someone, "Hey, what's up?" You just swipe "Hey," and then
Yeah.
"What's up?"
But I don't see a
And it's
point in
supposed to
doing it.
come up. It's quicker.
So you're telling me you just swipe like on your
The
keyboard?
keyboard, yeah, you just
Nah,
go,
see,
"Hey,
no,
What's up?
I'm good.
And,
Yeah.
well,
No.
if you're not used to it, then sure.
Yeah,
but, I
see,
mean,
mine's not enabled right now. I disabled it.
But I mean, I guess that was the biggest thing that people were complaining about on the Apple.
So
side
you
of
watch.
things.
So this is iPhone to iPhone.
So I do have one complaint
So,
about my new iPhone
a-
XR.
What?
This complaint
See?
is
Yeah, I see what. So it does have it.
Apple used to use
Okay.
the Qualcomm
Yeah.
chips for their Wi-Fi capability,
Just did it all with the swipe thing. So that's, but it
and
seems,
Uber might remember this, but
it only seems, I tried it with iPhone, it seems to be doing it for iPhone
Okay.
pretty well, but I don't know, so let's see if I do it to an Android. Oh, I can, okay.
Well, you should be able to do it all.
Okay, so yeah, but what I was trying to do, you know, our group chat, I was
Okay.
trying to do it in there.
Yeah. But it
Oh,
wasn't-
now it's letting me. Okay, so it works all over.
So you have it. Okay.
So iPhones do have
So
that
iPhones do have it,
They've
that
had
was-
it, they've had it forever.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
the bed-
I remember
So-
seeing it on my early Android phone, and I sat there. I was like, "What is the point?" I was like 15 when I had it. I was like, "What is the point of this swipe shit?" I was like, I messed up more through using the swipe.
Yeah. Sometimes it comes up with totally different words.
Yeah, like I've always messed up
Pain in the
a lot
nuts.
using it. So
Yeah. Sometimes it's a pain in the nuts. Yeah. I mean, Ghost, you used to have an iPhone. Now I want to know, man. Like, did you leave iPhone for specific like? Did you want to go back to Android? Because I know you had Android before that.
Yeah. I
Um,
had Android. Decided to try an iPhone for I think 2 years.
Okay.
And then honestly, the screen just kept breaking too much.
Yeah, I hear that a
That's-
lot, dude.
I've had this phone for over 2 years now. Haven't broke the screen at all.
I just saw a meme that was like iPhone
Well, I had
and
the-
Android. Oh yeah, you got
The 5S
But-
or
the 5S.
older.
Believe me, I cracked my 6S, and that I was actually fucking around with friends. And one of my friends
Yeah.
picked me up, and my phone fell out my pocket, and it fell on the screen. I didn't even notice until I left. Like I got home, I took my phone out. I was like,
I've always
Yeah.
bought one
Shit.
of the heavy-duty cases. I've never
yeah.
had one. I had an OtterBox for my
Yeah,
6.
dude, the
I never-
cases.
this
are-
case has done me pretty well.
Yeah, the cases. You
2-year-old
got a
case.
UAG just like I do.
Yep.
Those things are military grade. I mean, those are pretty good.
I've dropped this a dozen times with this case, and nothing's happened. Knock on wood. doing.
That's what I mean. Like,
And the biggest thing is that
case-
this has a glass back too,
Yeah.
so the
Oh, yeah.
back needs to be
So you're
protected.
telling me that those are military grade? Are they ballistic rated?
probably not.
We're talking about when things drop and
We're not
shock
talking
absorbent.
about.
We're not
yeah,
talking
we're not-
about bullets.
Are you gonna worry about someone shooting?
Bro, a bullet
your-
can go through an iPhone.
Stop the phone!
Hold on, a
Sure.
bullet can go
Stop
through an
the bullet with
iPhone,
my
so I don't think
phone.
the case is gonna do much either.
No.
Taking that a bullet can go straight through
Yeah.
an iPhone.
I'll tell
I
you
mean,
what.
I've seen a bullet get caught in a police badge before.
Well, yeah.
Well,
there's
those are made
stories
out of.
that.
That's not glass. Those are made out of like metal,
You know, there
steel
could be
type.
a little, maybe.
This
you
is.
know,
You have the XR.
might
It's
stop at
glass.
22. I don't,
It's
no,
all
never mind,
glass.
Never mind.
I mean, the one thing you got to worry about on your phones is definitely the corners. If that thing smashes right on the corner without a case, your phone's toast. I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, the corners are the worst,
Worst
for it to
parts
drop
for it
because
to
that
drop.
brings the shatter and it
Oh, yeah.
extends
But
it
what
out.
phone doesn't have corners? There's no circle.
Well,
phone.
See
that's
what
what
they
I'm
need to
saying,
do.
no.
You see this vape?
What I'm
what
saying
they need
is
to do.
people need cases.
Look, what they need to do, like this vape, they need to make the corners.
Oh, are
with
we
this
really bringing
shock.
this vape into it?
Hold on.
The motherfucker that won't even work with the button when you press it like 5 times. You're just trying to get a
'Cause I've
damn
done
hit.
I know,
And the
right?
button won't work!
But you know, the whole vape is surrounded with this rubber coat, so when you drop it, no matter where you drop it on
It's,
this part,
shock
it's shock. I think what they should do is implement that on the corner of
I
these
think a lot
devices,
of,
putting like
you
a
know,
nice.
like cases
Yeah.
themselves.
Because a lot of laptops now have a lot of shock absorbing,
True.
Yeah.
corner. Like this one doesn't. but,
Motorola
like newer
has
ones I'm using at my job, they have
shock-resistant cell
the more
phones,
like the
like that big
Lenovo
tab
500e
phone.
Chromebooks.
Yeah.
That
They
thing,
have,
you can
like,
throw it on the
sides with
ground,
rubber,
all that,
basically, to
put it in
shock
water,
absorbing.
running over with a truck. You remember that Motorola phone that they were saying like the most durable phone?
I do
You
actually.
throw it in
yes.
on the ground, run it over. They ran it over with a truck. They put it in
Yeah.
water.
Didn't break.
Nah,
Throw
this
it in
thing
a
was indestructible.
swamp. Smash, smash, smash.
You could take a.
The
freaking
military
flamethrower
really
to it.
loved those phones for. This was probably 3 or 4 years ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
No, it's a good
Um,
phone. I thought about getting one. You know.
Yeah, I mean those phones, they're pretty durable. I mean they can go through a lot of stuff. They can be dropped from.
Nah, those
high heights.
Nokia phones before any of these
Oh,
phones
those
came up.
things.
Oh,
Those things
Nokia.
are freaking
I still have one that works.
indestructible.
Do
I
ya?
still have one works that from 2004.
I'm pretty sure mine is still charged somewhere
Somewhere.
after like 10 years.
They made a good design for an early phone.
Yeah.
That thing was very
Well,
hard
do you guys
to-
remember how good of cell reception we used to get back in like?
It was because
The early
networks
day.
weren't full of Facebook and apps and that's
everything was
that's
giant
because the
cluster.
networks weren't clogged up with everything.
My
They
dad
didn't have
had
the
a cell
traffic they
phone
do
back
now.
in the 80s, and he said he could literally go. He drove cross country one time, middle of the desert, like where nobody else would get reception. He got fine reception out there, just in the middle of the Arizona desert for some reason.
Wow.
When he pulled over,
Well, that was more with satellites then.
Yeah.
maybe.
That was
no
more of a
satellite.
satellite phone.
Can you imagine
True,
going from these things?
Well,
we
remember
have
back in the
today?
80s too,
They had
cars
those
had
things-
built-in phones in them. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They
Well,
had the
that
built-in
was
phones.
the car phones, but they
Yep.
had these people's saddle packs.
Yeah.
They had them in saddle pack
For
bags that
batteries.
you used to put it in there,
Yep.
and it would be like a saddle pack. And hello, you got a cord on there?
Dude, that yeah.
Then
Could
the
you
pagers
imagine that?
came out. That was like the pagers
No, but
were
like,
like the
can
first
you
form of
imagine
texting.
carrying a 20-pound cell phone?
No, I don't.
Can I ask you today? Do you think in what 40 years since that they would go from 20-pound cell phone to this thing? You know,
Five
Perfectly.
pounds?
But here's the
Yeah.
thing. What are
Not
we?
even
5 pound.
a
this,
pound or two?
This.
Yeah, like a pound. Ounces,
This is like
pounds?
maybe
A
a half a
pound?
pound.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe a pound.
I gotta look up the
What?
dimensions to see what the weight is, but
A half a pound? No.
think half a pound?
But here's the
This
thing.
is probably about 8,
With the case.
9
With the
ounces.
case.
With the case. Without the case, it's probably right at 6 or 7 ounces.
I mean, we gotta
Let's Google it. Google it right now.
Yeah,
Google it.
Tell me if I am wrong, Uber Mike.
Well, listen.
Well, we have different.
Let
phones,
me
so
know if I am
yours-
wrong.
Let's see.
well, wait a minute.
Also,
we got these here. though.
bring me the man with the human tattoo.
We got these phones like this, but what's going to happen in 20 years? Are we going to have phones, or is there going to be something totally
Nah,
Oh, no,
different?
it'll be.
We're
The
gonna have-
Apple iPhone
Yeah,
XR
we're gonna
is
have telekinesis
6.84
things
ounces.
and
6
put into
what
our
is it?
brains and
6.84 ounces.
be able to
6.84 ounces.
talk to our friends and annoy
Let's see
them
what
when they're
mine is.
trying to sleep. Hello, Cody is sending you thoughts right now. Please answer the
So your
thought
phone is
message.
6.8. Mine's 5.22. Yep, ounces.
Called it.
Mine's 5.5.
What did I say?
Where's mine?
6 or 7
What's your
ounces.
phone? The iPhone
Right on the
or the
fucking dot, dude.
Samsung
Well, hey,
what?
you know.
S10 Plus.
Maybe 8 with
what's
a
this one?
case. What's his way? Let me see yours.
ours
It's 6.17 ounces.
or 6.98.
I think it depends on what model you get.
Yeah, whichever model. depending
Mine
on the
feels
model.
slightly heavier.
What's yours?
Mine's a Samsung S9 Plus. Love this phone, man. It's actually held off pretty. Dude, Samsung is
That's what I
really.
have.
Your weight is 6.67.
Okay, that's not too bad. I mean,
But think about computers too.
Yeah.
Back in 2090s, they used to be big, bulky.
And now they're like paper thin.
well, you gotta
Yeah,
think.
look how-
Guys,
I mean,
I
look how
still have
thin
a
the
cell
screen
phone
is
from
now.
the 90s. I still
Like
have
these,
one of those
yeah,
big
this screen's
ones.
pretty thin.
But you know how these are
Not
lit
the
up? Backlights down
First
here.
phone,
Right.
but like,
There's lights down in the back.
and this is a
that-
fairly newer computer.
it's a
do you
5-year-old
remember the
machine,
big
but it's still
giant
good.
fold-out
It's-
cell phones from the 90s? Like they were like that big, but they
Oh, yeah, they're
folded out.
huge.
They weren't the purse carrier ones.
No, they were huge.
That was.
Dude, could you imagine that though? Like, think about people that lived all these years. Like, people that are almost 100 years old. Like, my grandfather's 96, man.
Yeah.
Look at the things he's
Well,
seen throughout these years.
We were all, think of it this way, we're in the 21st century right now with all these tech advancements, and every person in this household was born in the same century as cars were first made.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we think we've come a long way, but really,
We hadn't.
no.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, but
I mean, in some aspects we have.
right.
In some aspects we have, but
What we need is a new plague.
maybe in the
That's what we need.
So, yeah, the viewer over here said he's waiting for the
Jetsons.
Jetsons time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Our
I don't know,
live
flying
audience.
cars. People can't even drive on the road correctly
They see
without
one
smashing into
snowflake.
somebody else.
They see one snowflake fall from the sky.
They forget.
They say,
They see one raindrop on their windshield. They go, "Wait, how do I drive again?" Oh shit!
yeah. They see a bird.
Oh, sure.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah.
Like, how does this even
Crashing
happen?
thing. Crashing
And people
bird.
want cars that can fly.
Yeah, I think I'm all set.
Well,
on
no,
cars that
people
can
want
fly.
self-driving cars, so apparently they can have sex in their Teslas going on down the road.
Okay, Mr. Porn.
Do you remember that video? Did we talk about that video?
This was on. We talked about this,
This
guys.
was months ago, man.
This
That
was
first-
months. 4 months ago. We talked about
Yeah.
the thing where that guy filmed himself doing that, and people
Tesla.
were. He wasn't the only one filming. People were filming him driving down the road from other cars, being like, "What is this guy doing?" It was on the news. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's just dangerous. Like those
Yeah.
things crash and didn't one explode.
I don't know if we're ready for something like that. Automated
Actually, I just
driving.
read something earlier that a Tesla police car, its battery died while in pursuit.
What?
When it had 6 miles left of battery, I
Oh
saw
my
that.
God.
Its
Yeah.
battery died, and they said it was similar, if not the exact same, to a regular car running out of gas.
Well, okay. So I know it's totally off topic here. You said police, so it just brought me to this.
What police department has money to buy Teslas?
It was
That is
American.
my question.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was American.
Yeah, but like what? Maybe like California super
yeah.
rich, but no,
Yeah.
New
No,
York
not
would
New York
not
City.
spend the money on that.
But speaking of police, though, there was this thing I just read today that there was. Well, as you all know, the Joker had just come out yesterday.
Oh yeah.
And there's a lot of different threats being made that there was going to be some type of shootings or whatever.
The military issued a warning for that.
Yeah, there's been there's been a police presence here
There
in
were
Rochester
police at the
and
movie
Gates.
theater when I went yesterday.
Yeah, there was one in Gates too. They were all over the place. Now there's some people saying that there's going to be more of these threats made or whatever, and then there's also people that said that this movie should be banned, blah blah blah, because there's always snowflakes out there that just don't know when to shut their mouths. Look, if you don't like the movie, that's your choice
No
to
one's
get up and
forcing you
leave.
to fucking
Yeah.
watch it.
Right, but if you're in
I
the
mean,
movie
no pun
theater,
intended. No one's holding you at gunpoint to watch the movie.
exactly.
If you don't
you
fucking
sure?
like it, just like how you don't like the certain foods or you don't like
Yeah.
certain this,
Don't eat
fucking
it.
go.
Don't
Right.
I
watch
mean,
the movie.
I don't eat cooked vegetables.
Right, so don't eat it, right?
Yeah.
But you don't tell everybody else, hey, look, I don't like it, you don't need to like it either.
Yeah.
You don't do that. So these snowflakes are going to the movies, watching this movie, The Joker, which we're going to see tomorrow actually, and they're getting up and leaving, going on social media and saying, look, they need to ban it because they're glorifying gun violence. That's what they're saying. Like, right? I mean, that's what I mean. Like, it's just not even. It's
Okay,
stupid.
just
So we need to
Superhero
ban
movies
every movie that's
promote
come out in
alien
the last
invasion.
fucking 50 years.
Nah,
Oh,
we just
you know.
well, yeah. Let's ban everything in the United States. Everything's banned.
We should just ban everything.
Let's not
Yeah.
be able to walk
And-
anywhere.
Well, here's
We
what I
need
think. Everybody needs
all
to
be joist and have to rely on the use of a wheelchair, so
Yep.
nobody can go out and commit
Listen,
violent acts.
here's what everybody needs to do.
That's
There's
what's
no
gotta
such
happen,
thing
folks.
as
Sorry.
outside. There's no such thing
We're
as
not
outside.
trusted as humans anymore.
No, we gotta all be in a little bubble,
yeah,
trapped
we need,
in our
all
house.
need our little bubbles.
Under the dome.
Oh, and there's no communication whatsoever. Because if you communicate with anybody, somebody might misinterpret what you're saying and
Yeah.
hurt their feelings, which in turn that would really be devastating.
We have another viewer on. Hello, viewer.
Another
Hi.
viewer.
Send
Yeah.
us a wave. Send us a message.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just everything. Everybody's complaining about this, that, and the other. They're bitching about this, but then all of a sudden they turn around and say, "Well, I don't like this. You can't like it either." Like, nah, dude. That's not how the
It's
life
not how
works.
America works.
That's essentially projecting.
And again, going back to the phones, the Android and the iPhone, there's people out there that pretty much piss all over people that have either or, and it's like, why don't you just let them enjoy the shit
Yeah.
and just mind your own damn business?
It's their preference. That's what they like.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up and leave.
right, exactly. Why is that so hard? I don't understand it either, man, but you know what? Look, all I look at it is like this. Do your thing, mind your business, and shut your mouth.
Yep.
That's all you need to do.
Yep.
You don't need to be sitting there going, look, you know,
Bravo.
here's my beliefs.
Yeah.
You know, I hate when people put their beliefs down my throat. You know, so I don't do it to them. It's just, well, you have religion and you have political outlooks, and it's like, you know what? Yeah, it's crazy, man. But what are you gonna do? You know, just like I said, you just do your own thing and you'll be all right. But yeah, we're catching up on time here. Half hour. That's usually what we shoot for, unless for some reason we have an extended hour. But
I think we
I
did
don't
pretty
know.
good today.
Yeah,
It's been a
we
pretty
did.
good show.
yeah, I mean,
a great
Before we
show, I
wrap it
think.
up, though, I do want to bring up one thing.
all right, let's bring up one thing.
We gotta bring
New
up.
York has officially
Here we go.
put a 2-week hold on the ban of flavored e-juice. Currently, an Albany court denied it, but then the Vapor Association went to an appellate court, which granted the restraining order against Governor Cuomo to not enforce.
restraint.
It was a restraining order against the law. So they basically put a temporary restraining order on the law saying you cannot enforce it.
Okay.
So what's
You
going to
cannot
happen?
go near this piece
The
of paper
court
within 2
will
weeks.
come back together
We'll come and
on the
kill you.
18th of October. Hold on. They will come back together on the 18th of October to debate and to see what is going to happen for on.
Yeah.
What's
So,
gonna happen is people are gonna go to a black market.
Also, in the state of Massachusetts, it is fully banned right now, but there are tons of lawsuits right now being put against that state too.
Yeah.
And it's also now, I've also read articles saying that this pushback in New York may set an example to other governors in other states not to try to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
I
man.
saw
Don't
already
fuck
they're
with the
saying
people.
they're saying, and to be honest with you, New York's a very strict state. I'm surprised that we were able to get a 2-week push on the whole.
Yeah.
I'm really shocked.
It is very
We
strange.
should be thanking that judge.
Well, it was
Well, you
it
know
was the
what?
appellate
We're gonna
court.
find
They
the
went
judge and
above.
we're going to give
they
him a
went above
public
the
thank
judge who
you from
denied
the
it. They went
M-Balm
above
effect.
him
That's
in a
right. We
higher
will.
court. Nope, not happening right now. But
Because
that's what I
right
wanted to
now,
bring up
King
before we
Cuomo
wrap
is
up the
restricting
show.
our rights.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for more information on that as it comes.
So,
We'll be back
Oh,
with that.
King Cuomo.
with all that being said, please subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on social
Send us
media.
emails.
Send us the emails.
Send you some emails on your
Seriously.
comments, questions, concerns, anything.
Yeah.
We're
that
here to
tweet
talk
us.
to you,
Subscribe us.
and we're here for you to talk.
That's right. So have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week. We'll see you on the Wednesday night TME after.
This is TME. We are out.
Peace.
Stony Rabbit. He's a Stony Rabbit.